Hi everybody, it's Christopher and welcome to Life's Not Over, It Just Looks Different on YouTube. In today's video, I want to talk about one of the common beliefs that I've heard in the CVI world, and that is that the world looks like a kaleidoscope effect. Now, I want to be very clear. I'm not here to discredit any of the experts who say this. I'm not here to burst anybody's bubble. I'm only here to share my experience that that is not how my world looks. It's not a kaleidoscope, and it never has been. So maybe I'm the anomaly, or maybe the kaleidoscope people are the anomalies. I'm not sure. But how my world has presented itself is when I first lost my vision back in 2005, I had a black sheer curtain over my entire field of vision. And over the months and the year after I was starting to recover some of my sight, that black curtain started to break up in vertical lines, like the curtain was being parted, and I was able to see a little bit more and more behind it as it sort of broke up. And after about a year, maybe a year and a half, it all broke up and finally disappeared, except for one little spot in my upper peripheral vision that just kind of hangs around and reminds me what my world used to look like. And even that little spot isn't there every day. Like today as I shoot this video, it's not there. But all day yesterday, it was in my upper right field of view, and it can be a little distracting because I find that I'm constantly looking to my upper right, sort of distracted by this one little spot. But it's not there all the time, so it's not really catching my attention every day. These days, the way I describe my world is looking very much like it's low resolution. So I can see pretty much everything around me, but I don't see things with a lot of detail. And as I record this video, behind my camera, I've got two bookcases. And on those bookcases, I can see the different objects that are on there. I can see that there's many books and there's many audiobooks and CDs and that sort of thing. But I can't necessarily, from this distance, it's about a meter and a half away from me, and I can't at this distance clearly pick out the where one book ends and the next one starts. If I get closer, of course, I can do that more easily. And I certainly cannot read any of the titles from here. So this is still too far for me, but that's why I call it low resolution, because I can see that it's all there, just not clearly. I sort of relate it to the early days of photography, when you would see a picture of someone, and if you knew who the person was that was in the picture, you could say, oh yeah, that's Uncle Bob. But even as you're looking at Uncle Bob, you're looking and, his face isn't really clear and there's not a lot of definition in his features and that sort of thing, because it was just kind of a low resolution photograph. And so that's more accurate to how my world looks. Now, I do want to say on the kaleidoscope thing, I'm a little jealous if that is how some people see the world, because I love kaleidoscopes. I did have the first 30 plus years of my life being fully sighted. And I love kaleidoscopes. I love the colors. I love the way they blend and break apart and come back together as it turns. I love that. I kind of wish my world was like that. That would be a lot of fun. But it's not. I'm in the world of low resolution and I don't get all the funky colors. In fact, as I've talked about in my other videos, my color vision has never completely resolved itself either. And while I do pretty well with the primary colors, not so well with secondary colors, and again, recognizing colors is also very light dependent, which is something I've also touched on. That is everything I wanted to share in today's video about the world being in a kaleidoscope effect. I want to thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who watches these videos. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and continuing to watch these videos. I really appreciate that as well. I want to thank you very much for watching today, and I hope you have a wonderful day.